Hi, this is Anita from the Dusty Roads podcast. I cannot believe that Christmas is just around the corner. It seems like, Christmas was just here and now Christmas is coming again. Time is going so fast. I want to talk a little bit about an American Christmas, or specifically, what do a lot of American households eat for Christmas? Now, first of all, I want to say that this can really differ between household to household, what the family traditions are, and exactly what people want to eat at Christmas time. In our family, this is the way that we ate at Christmas time, even though on Christmas Eve, we really celebrated a Swedish Christmas because my mother was Swedish. So we had a Swedish smorgasbord with Swedish food. But on Christmas Day, we always had an American Christmas. The traditional American Christmas dinner is very much like an American Thanksgiving dinner. Many American households will have a turkey. They will have stuffing with the turkey because whenever we in America eat a turkey, we always have stuffing, usually with the turkey. We have cranberry sauce that we eat with it, mashed potatoes. We'll have some bread and some rolls. A lot of times we'll have, vegetables like green beans. We'll have some type of sweet potatoes. Now, sweet potatoes can take the gamut. I mean, there'll be like some people will put, pecans on the sweet potatoes. Other people will have the sweet potatoes mashed. Some will not have them mashed, but most people will have some type of sweet potato and a salad. Different American households may have differences with some of these. Some may say, we don't eat green beans, we have asparagus, or we don't like sweet potatoes, we have a different type of potato. But this is really what a lot of American households will have as sort of like their traditional Thanksgiving meal that they will eat. Some of the other popular dishes, though, not everybody eats turkey. So this can really change from household to household. But some of the other, top choices for Christmas include prime rib, roast beef, steak, chicken or Cornish hen, roast pork or pork loin, ham, lasagna, brisk, seafood, and lamb. So, not every single American is eating turkey. Some Americans just don't really like turkey. I personally know of several people who just don't really like turkey, so they don't eat much turkey. Even at Thanksgiving, they may not eat turkey. But turkey is the most traditional Christmas meal that many American households will eat, or maybe they grew up eating turkey or eating a turkey dinner. It's very, very similar to the traditional Thanksgiving meal that also many Americans eat in November, which is when we have basically essentially almost the same type of meal, except for Thanksgiving holiday. There's many popular side dishes that, many Americans will eat too, from roasted potatoes to mashed potatoes, bread and rolls, which we've already talked about, stuffing, gravy, or dressing. Usually whenever we eat turkey, the turkey comes with a stuffing, gravy, and dressing. And there can be all different types of stuffing. A lot of families have their own, type of family recipe for their stuffing. Some areas of the United States might have a different type of stuffing than another area of the United States, but usually there is some type of stuffing. Sweet potatoes or yams. And some people will have like mac and cheese. They'll have scalloped potatoes, green beans, cheese, cornbread, especially in, some of the southern parts of the United States where cornbread's popular. They may include cornbread in with their Thanksgiving meal, super chowder, a potato salad, deviled eggs. I know that we normally always had some type of deviled eggs. Deviled eggs were always very popular in our family. Fruit salad. We always had a fruit salad. Fruit salad was always a very big thing for us for, almost any meal, but specifically for a Thanksgiving or another meal. Salad, apple and applesauce. Corn. A lot of people might want to eat corn or corn on the cob might be an extremely popular sort of side dish. Almost every time when we eat turkey, we always have cranberry sauce, mixed vegetables, glazed carrots, rice. Some people will eat rice. It depends on which part of the United States you're at or what the tradition may be within your own family, whether you'll be eating rice or not. Broccoli, green bean casserole. Green bean casserole is sort of a popular American casserole that Many people will make during the holiday time. If you want to, look up the recipe if you want to try to make it. It's actually quite good. Pears, asparagus, beans, beans and rice, cauliflower, squash, Brussels sprouts, Jello. Now, this is an interesting one. Jello is sort of an American type of food. And for many households, Jello, again, can be a popular holiday dish. And I've seen Jello made all different ways. Some people make Jello with pretzels. They make Jello with whipping cream. They make Jello with cranberries. Again, it just depends upon the tradition. You may also find some kale and spinach, black-eyed peas in some parts of the United States, and coleslaw. So besides this, Christmas, there might be those in the United States that fix some ethnic food. And the most popular ethnic food for Christmas Day include potato pancakes, tamales, bonitas. So, that's kind of an interesting thing. The least most popular food on Christmas Day is tofu. And so this is kind of interesting. So, even though there's more people that have turned vegan that are maybe eating tofu, but for most Americans, this is probably the least most popular food to have on Christmas Day is tofu. It may be that many Americans just say, I don't want to eat tofu on Christmas Day. The truth is that there's really no set menu for Christmas food in America. So if you are not American and you happen to be invited to a home in America on Christmas Day, you might find somebody serving pizza. There is absolutely no set menu for what people will eat on Christmas Day, even though the number one thing that most Americans will eat is a turkey dinner. Food is so much a part of a cultural experience. And that's one reason why in our Dusty Roads podcast and also in our blog, A Bus on a Dusty Road, we talk about food. Because for me, food is very much a part of a culture. Wherever you travel around the world, food and what type of food people eat is very much an important part of who they are. It's an important part of their culture. It's an important part of the entire cultural experience when you travel to another place. That's why when I lived in Thailand, one of the things I really loved and grew to appreciate was Thai food. When I'm in Vietnam, I've really grown to love and appreciate a lot of the Vietnamese foods. When I even traveled to Mongolia, I grew to appreciate some of the Mongolian foods. There's so much that you can learn about a culture and a people and a country through their foods. And that's even true in a place like America, where you ask, what do most Americans eat on what is considered in America as one of the most important days of the year for many Americans, which is Christmas Day. And for them, it's about gathering around with their families and their loved ones, and probably in many cases, their extended families. And they gather around the table, they celebrate Christmas together, and they enjoy Christmas together by eating a turkey dinner or a prime rib dinner or whatever their tradition may be for that family. And that food becomes what's important to them for celebrating that Christmas Day. This is Anita from the Dusty Roads podcast, where we talk about all things about living your life as a global citizen, even about something as simple as the food we eat. We'd like to thank you for listening to us. We'd like to thank you for being part of our community. We hope that you've enjoyed this little bit about what kind of food is eaten at Christmas, and maybe hopefully it hasn't made you too hungry. I know it's made me hungry for a really nice turkey dinner. I'd like to thank our team who helps put this together, and particularly for Rico, who helps make the podcast happen. Thank you all so much.